Fruitlessness? Yes, Jesus is going to teach us about fruitlessness with this tree. Amazing time. But before we get into this study, I want to encourage you guys, give this video a thumbs up. It actually seems that YouTube has been holding back my videos, and I want to encourage you, give it a thumbs up, share it with people so that the videos will go out to more people. So getting into the Bible study here, this is Mark chapter 11. So Jesus has just come in, triumphal entry. And now it says in verse 12, now the next day when they had come out of Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing from afar a fig tree having leaves, he went to see if perhaps he could find something on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. In response, Jesus said to it, "Let no one eat fruit from you ever again." And his disciples heard this. So, first off, we have to understand that the fig tree, as far as I understand, it's different with our variety. I don't know for sure. But in Jerusalem, in the Middle East, especially during this time frame, there would be a first fruit. While the leaf came out, it wasn't the full fig, but it was a first fruit type stuff, and some people would actually eat them. And so when Jesus saw the leaves, he expected there to be something. Maybe not everything, but something on it. And some people actually get upset with this because this tree, he's cursing a tree and the tree dies. But honestly, it's a pretty easy way to learn a lesson. Thinking from some of the past in the Old Testament, we have Elijah. When he wanted to teach a lesson, he called down fire from heaven and it consumed everybody. I'm sure glad Jesus didn't choose this. Or Elisha, some young men were making fun of his baldness, and so he called a bear, and bears came and ate these guys up. I can remember there's a story of this guy he went out hunting on a Sunday. He knew he should have been at church, but he made excuse or whatever. He went hunting. And so he's out there and he sees this bear. And he gets him in his sights, he's ready to shoot, and he trips on a stump. And the gun falls out of his hands and falls off a cliff. The bear hears and sees all this, and the bear turns and starts to charge at him. And the man quickly turns to run away and trips over another stump. Falls down. He's hurting. He's holding his knee. He knows it's broken. He can't run. The bear is charging. He's barreling down on him. And the guy's like, "What?" Oh, he cries out to the Lord. "Lord, I know I should have been at church today. It's Sunday. I shouldn't have been. Father, if you just make this bear a Christian, I'll come to church for the rest of my life. Every Sunday, I'll be there." And the bear gets up close to the man and he stops. And he folds his paws and he prays, "Father, thank you for this food I'm about to eat." Sorry, dad joke there. But Jesus, he doesn't have to go as far as the bears or the lightning, but he uses a tree to show us about fruitlessness. And it's interesting. Verse 14, he says, the tree did not satisfy Jesus. Now, if your life, and if my life is not satisfying Jesus personally, we are not going to be useful to the Lord to really do anything for anybody else. See, most of us, we want to touch other people's lives. We want to be impactful and change the world for the Lord. But, and we might outwardly, we might look good, smell good, have all the right words to speak. But what's your actual inner personal relationship with Jesus like? See, it's all about a personal relationship with Jesus. What are your devotions like? Your time in the Word? Your time in prayer? What's that actually? Jesus says in one verse, he says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." It's all about a relationship. And it said that verse, it says, many will come in that day and say, Lord, Lord, we did all these things in your name. And he's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. Relationship with Jesus Christ is key for everything else to flow out of. Our life should be focused on this relationship. Now, it talks about fruit, right? What is fruit? Well, in Galatians 5, we see that the fruit of the Spirit is love. In Romans 1 and John 4, we see that it's the conversion of souls. In Philippians 1, we see that the works of righteousness. In Romans 15, we see giving or financially giving to the Lord, to ministry, is fruit. In Hebrews 13, we see praise is fruit. Fruit, true fruit, lasting fruit has to start and stop with relationship with Jesus. Spending time with him. I want to encourage you, even today, spend time with the Lord. Spend a few minutes in prayer, talking to the Lord about everything going on in your life, listening to the Lord for what he wants to speak to you about. I sure love you guys.